Hi, this is a foreigner living in the Philippines. We had a question that came through on our project house repair that our friend Bill is wondering how we choose these people that are going to have some repairs done on their house. It all came out just by chance of going along, dealing with everyday life. Our brother Pastor Timio goes around and tries to help on a general basis. He in the case of Desiree, who we're actually about to build a house for, a very small house, okay, but he went around there and saw what her condition was, how she's living. He was actually giving her Bible study lessons because she can't move, she can't get out of the house. She's there. The best thing she can do is just move around the house with that walking frame. So that was an obvious one. Let's do something about that. Independent of any thought of what was going on between any of these people, any of the community, began to think. I saw some of the houses. I went round and I looked and I thought, couldn't we do some kind of project house repair? And that's what it became known as, that, the project house repair. How do we choose them? They arrive. Once you put out the need for anything, it is fulfilled. And it's not hard to find people who need help. Is that woman that we're going to help our relative? No, she's just someone who needs help. So that's the first one there. The other one that we've already made a video about, we've shown, I don't know, maybe 3 houses. We met those by Timio going around and trying to give some healing through prayer for a man that was paralyzed and in bed. Couldn't move. He's paralyzed. He died, left his family. We got involved because we shared some of our food with that family. When that happened, we took around a gift of some food, some rice and stuff. But I'm looking through the eyes of a builder, a carpenter, and I'm looking at these houses. They're falling over. Some of them, their roof is leaking. They have to move, like we said in the last video. When it starts raining, they can't sit in that corner over there. They have to go and sit in that corner over there. The question is, how do we choose? We choose on the basis of need. And I think when we went round to see that, the paralyzed man, we thought we could try to help. I didn't know how. But we also tried to help Pastor Timio because there's 3 small kids there who would like to come out and have a day at the church. Why do they want a day at the church? Because they come out, they play games, they sing songs, they get a meal, they play. So we decided that we would pick those kids up, and you've probably seen the videos of truckloads of kids that we take up to the church, and they go there for a day out on a Sunday and get some teaching. They get some Bible stories. They get to act the Bible stories out. They get to sing songs. They get to walk around and play. It's not heavily structured and disciplined like in a Western church where your mother is saying, sit still, like this. It's none of that. They can come and walk in and walk out. So we go on the basis of need. Will we help our family? Darn right we will. But it's not about that. It's not about families. It's not about religions. It's not about beliefs. It's not about going to the church. These are the people that emerged when I said, why don't we have a house repair? How do we choose who they are going to do this house repair? We had what I call a Superman team, and that was composed of my brother-in-law Manorado, a man of steel in my book, Pastor Timio and Perry. And when we built the bridge, we employed them at the going rate, and they fed their families with that money. We went and raised the money, or part of it, to build the bridge, to build a road, which has benefited a lot of people, not just the 5 households that road leads to, but also the rice field workers that pass through and over our property, as I think we've said on other videos. So that's how we're choosing people. Now, I was looking at that team of workers, at the incredible work that they'd done on the road, at the incredible work that they'd done building the bridge. This is a group of men that I trust, and that I will make sure get paid so that they can feed their families. So when people donate, I'm not going to get a gang of volunteers like I could if I was in maybe Florida, where there would be any number of carpenters who are now retired who would just love to help. No, these are all people that need to earn a living. They can't take time off work to volunteer for this or that. They'll get paid, and so they should. I will donate my time free. If I can use the truck for anything, free. But them, they get paid. Now, how did you see the choice?
I think at first when Terence decided to make a project house repair, the first family that we're going to help is the paralyzed man's house. Because at the first time we go there, it's broken my heart. When I saw...
That was the very first time.
Yeah, it's the very first time that I go there, and I said, oh my God, the house is almost broken. The cladding is already been damaged. In just one push, it's already been break up. So when Terence decided to continue the Automeda repair house project, I said yes, because when I look at the roof, you can see the light.
Yeah.
So it's very, and it seems that when they sleep there, it's not safe because there's a lot of hole. When you push, you can get inside.
Well, so what's obvious? No one's arguing about whether these places need to be repaired.
But then when we talk that to my brother Timio, when we tell brother Timio about our plan, he knows Desiree, which is also my schoolmates when I was in high school. So my brother Timio tell me that, oh, what about we go to first to Desiree, because I think he's more needed, because of her condition that is crippled. And I said, yeah, and I listened to Pastor Timio, which is my brother, and I said, yes, we can do and look the place where she is now, so
we all went along there. But the initial thing that's like the second step, I had the idea, couldn't we do that? But why did I have that idea? I'm looking at that gang of guys, 3 guys that I can trust, and thinking, how can I give them work and yet do something that's worthwhile, not just going to a job and going to work, not just that they can do something that will help someone in need.
Yeah.
Why can't I put that Superman team to work? And that's how the idea was born. How did we choose? Like I said, it's on the basis of need.
Yeah, we just chose it based on heart, because we saw in actual the needs that particular person's really,
if you think that watching that video of Desiree, if you think that that's touching, man, you should have been there.
Yeah. So yes, there are a lot of people out there that needs build a house, but we go to the house that is almost damaged, and I know by the guidance, we will make the right decision on who's the next houses that we're going to build. So just the guidance from the heaven, and and also for the help of other peoples out there who have been touched by their stories, by their lives. So even in a small donations, in a small amount, you can able to help across the miles, you know,
Yes,
to other people.
and let me just make it clear. I'm not making any excuses for who we decide to help. Your choice as the viewer is whether you want to contribute.
Yeah.
And am I going to tell you who this is? Am I going to tell you whether this is my brother-in-law, or I want to help Pastor Gideon, who is Gilbert is the pastor of the small church in Abai.
Yeah,
He's living in the most wretched conditions with a dirt floor. Am I going to help him? Damn right I am. And I'll tell you, there are no secret agendas. This is about help. It's not about trying to fool anybody for any reason whatever. What you see is what you get. If for instance, in the case of Desiree, we're trying to raise, we believe that we can do that job for about $485 or $86. That's what we believe. Now, let's say for instance that we don't spend all of that money on that. Where's that money going to go? It's going to go into the next project. Now, to give you an example, we had a couple in America, Joshua and Tammy, and Joshua messaged me and said, how much is it going to cost to buy Balalut a bike? Because he saw that Balalut was working, going to the scrapyard with little bits of cans and things, making pesos in order to save for the bike. Is this boy a good egg? He said. I said, yes he is. Now, how much will it cost? Now, a kid just down the road had told me that Maricel is my other sister-in-law who lives just down the hill. She said that it was about 4,000 or more pesos. So 4,000, a rough guess on 4,000 is $100. That's the rough, easy, no math conversion. So I said to Joshua, it'll be $86, and he sent $100. Now, I asked him, would he mind if we put that extra, any extra that was left over, could I put it towards a bike for Talik? And he said, it's your money, you do what you want. I thought that you would just get a beef burger. Now, when we went along, we put a few dollars to that $100 and we bought 2 bikes. So Balalut got his bike, the one he chose, not a cheaper one that I chose. Which bike do you like? This one. This is a good bike. I agreed with him, that's a good bike. We can get 2 of those, I think. And I spoke to the owner and I said, what kind of a deal can you do if we have 2 bikes? She's open to a deal. It's the Philippines, for heaven's sake. So we got 2 bikes. If we get more money than we need, if for some reason somebody ends up sending multiple donations and we get $600 or $700, guess where that money is going to go? It's going to go to Project House Repair, and somebody else is going to get their house repaired. That's a promise.
It's almost low bat too.
And it's low bat. We're always low bat. This is a a foreigner living in the Philippines.
Yeah, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
That's what we want. And be sure to share.